Hey everybody, it's time for another Friday Five, and Chip Walters from Exit Realty, Bob Lamb and Associates here, and glad to have Rob Mitchell, who's the Assessor of Property from Rutherford County. And who thought that property taxes would ever be a heavy news item?
No, everybody loves to pay taxes.
They do. But today, what we wanted to do today was give you a little bit of Property Tax 101 and just kind of give you an idea of how they're derived and what it means to county government as far as the tax base. You hear
Sure.
that phrase a lot. And Rob, you do not make policy. Your office carries out policy
Right.
that's made. Is that
Right.
correct?
We just we're charged by the Constitution to go out, find the property, classify it, and set its value based on the market.
Right. And you, that's why realtors collaborate with your office so much. The one of the things that everybody in the county saw in 2018, we all saw new assessments.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of give folks an idea of what, if they had lived here at least 4 years prior, they had one assessment. Now in 2018 we had a new one. Give folks an idea how that is done, and do your folks take a look at every property in the county?
We look at every single property in the county once every 3 years. Our fourth year, we're in a 4-year reappraisal cycle, which means January 1st of 2022 is when the next revaluation will be completed. We will set the value as of that date. Now, the value that was set in 2018 will hold for those 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we take that photograph and we say, this is what the valuation on it is. That value will hold for 4 years unless you do something to the property. Unless you tear it down, burn it, storm demolishes it to a point that it's not going to be rebuilt that calendar year. We'll come out and we'll make a correction or an adjustment to the parcel. But that's the only time you'll get one from us whenever we do something to you or you do something to yourself.
That's right. Now, if someone adds value to their property
Right.
with, a quality addition or detached garage, things like that, those are also taken into account.
Right. We'll go out and we'll pick that up and we'll put it on. Now, we don't go out and look for dog houses unless you've got one that's more than 600 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, we'll put it on there and we'll assign some kind of value to it. Tool sheds, depending on the size of your tool shed, we may pick it up. We're supposed to. We will pick it up. The contributory value of the tool shed, if it's it may be minimal, so we will adjust it accordingly. We're not going to sock it to people and, well, gee, you picked up my tool shed and that's why my values have gone up. No, that's not it. It's like you said, you're putting a detached garage or an attached garage.
Mm-hmm.
Or even in some places I've seen people, I don't know why, but they'll turn a nice ranch house into a 2-story,
Yeah, I got that. And I think one of the key points, because I can tell right now, we're going to do a second segment with Rob, but this, again, Property Tax 101, Part 1. We got about a minute left in this segment, but one of the things I think that was key, what you said, it's a 4-year cycle.
Right.
And like right now, or in 2018, the appraised tax appraisal and market value were very, very close.
Right.
And then over the way that property values, or market values, I should say, over a 4-year period, at the end of that 4-year period, there's going to be a little separation.
Right. There's going to be a gap.
Yeah, and then it catches up again.
Then it catches up, and that's usually when people get sticker shock. The best thing they can do is stay in touch with a good realtor.
Yes.
And say, what is my market doing? Even if they're not going to buy from you yet or want to sell, know what your market is doing. And, most real estate companies have a website that you can go to that you can pull up your information on your home and it'll compare it to what the market would be.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing. Most people aren't looking to sell their houses, so they don't check. And when they find out what people are paying for homes in Rutherford County, it catches them by surprise, because the thing that we hear most is, I haven't done anything to my home. I just paint it and live in it. it'll never bring that. But when we go and we show them, or you show them what the house down the street brought, a lot of times they're really shocked, and it's like, wow, I wouldn't have paid that for it.
But I'll sell it for that.
I'll sell it for that.
Exactly. And the tool that he mentioned, you can find that on my website at choosechip.net. That's going to conclude part one with Rob Mitchell, the assessor of property here in Rutherford County. Be sure to join us next week, and we'll have part two.